Welcome back to another class on Dalet Amot shel Halacha. En lo lakadosh baruch hu be'olama ela arba amot shel Halacha bilvad. We are in the Chazara program. This will be part 18. Before we begin today's Halacha, I want to read for you the Halacha of the Shulchan Aruch in Siman Reish Tzadik Tet Halacha Hey and Halacha Vav. We did this before, but I'll show you why I'm reading it. The Shulchan Aruch says Ta'a ve'achal kodem shehivdil. If a person made a mistake and he ate before he did havadala, the same halacha is going to apply even if you ate intentionally before doing havadala. Yachol lahavdil achar kach. The Shulchan Aruch says in Siman Reish Tzadik Tet in halacha Hey, you are able to do havadala afterwards. That means if a person by accident or even intentionally ate on Motzi Shabbat before doing havadala, you are allowed to go ahead and you're allowed to do havadala. Now the Shulchan Aruch doesn't say up to when you can do halacha in this halacha. In halacha Vav he says you have up until Tuesday before sunset. Now the only problem over here is when the Shulchan Aruch says Ta'a ve'achal kodem shivdil yachol lavdil achar kach, is it going specifically on Motzi Shabbat, or is it also speaking that even on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday? Meaning a person who ate on Motzi Shabbat by accident or even intentional, can we allow him to make up havadala the following day? Or are we going to say that this rule only applies to Motzi Shabbat? That on Motzi Shabbat, if you made a mistake, you ate, or intentionally you ate, over there we're going to tell you you're allowed to go ahead and do havadala on Motzi Shabbat, because listen, that's when you have to do havadala. But already the following day, which is already Tashlumin, which is you're making up the havadala, maybe I'm not going to give it to you. From the word of the Shulchan Aruch, from the wording of the Shulchan Aruch in Siman Reish Tzadik Tet in Halacha Hey, the implication is you are allowed to do havadala even on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That's according to the Shulchan Aruch. However, when you look into Halacha Vav, he says V'yesh misha omer. There's someone that wants to say Dehadikai Mulan Ta'am Mavdil. This is what we just said in the Shulchan Aruch, that if a person tastes it, he's allowed to do havadala. Hanimili hecheti hivdil below Motzi Shabbat. That is specifically when you did havadala on Motzi Shabbat. Aval imlo hivdil balayla. But if you didn't do havadala throughout the night of Motzi Shabbat, kevan sheta'am shuv eino mavdil. Since you tasted something, you are no longer allowed to go ahead and do havadala. In the Amudei Horah in Ot Vav, he brings down the Chazon Ovadia that says the same thing. That when are we going to allow you to go ahead and make up the havadala the following day? That's as long as you didn't taste anything. Now, why did I say that? Because I want to show you something else over here today. Comes Rav David Yosef Shlita in the Sefer Halacha B'Roa in Siman Reish Tzadik Tet, and he says, Im lo hivdil b'motzi Shabbat alakos. If a person didn't do havadala on a cup of wine on Motzi Shabbat, v'ta'am davar machal o mashke, and he tasted food or drink, kodem shehivdil biyom rishon, before he did havadala on Sunday. Lo yavdil la'achar miken. Here we go. Do not make havadala afterwards. One more time. Rav David, the same thing what we just said over there, Rav David is saying over here. If a person didn't do havadala on Motzi Shabbat on a cup of wine, and he ate something or he drank something except water, before he does havadala on Sunday during the day, lo yavdil la'achar miken. Once you ate or once you drank, you lose your havadala. That is halacha. You lose your havadala. However, comes Rav David Yosef, and this is what I want to show you today. Umikol makom, and nevertheless, mikivan sheledat rabim meharishonim, since many opinions of the Rishonim, the earlier rabbis, umaran ha-Shulchan Aruch and Maran ha-Shulchan Aruch, yachol lavdil b'yom rishon afilu kisheta'am kodem lachen, since the opinion of many Rishonim and the Maran Shulchan Aruch, that you are able to do havadala on a Sunday, even if you tasted before doing havadala. Let's say you ate Saturday night. Now you forgot to do havadala Saturday night. Now you wake up Sunday morning, you go down, you come back like, wow, I didn't do havadala yesterday. Comes Rav David Yosef and it says, according to many Rishonim and according to the Shulchan Aruch, like we read in Halacha Hey, you're allowed to go ahead and you're allowed to do havadala on Sunday, no problem. Harotzel l'smoch al divrehem, one who wants to rely on their words, ulahavdil b'shem malchut, and he wants to do havdala with Hashem's name and His kingship. Pay close attention to the language. Yesh lo al ma she'yismoch. He has what to rely on. Rabotai, we saw this before also with Rav David Yosef Shlita. I want to just put it to you like this. The rule, in my humble opinion, when you learn Rav David Yosef's books, the rule that Rav David Yosef has a lot of times, majority of the time, that if the Shulchan Aruch says it, even when it comes to Berachot, somebody who wants to go ahead and do it, he has what to rely on. Again, he's not telling you to do it. But if let's say somebody wants to go ahead and do it, you don't have to protest against them. Now this is against the opinion of his father, of course. Because his father clearly, Chacham Ovadia Yosef Zatzal and Chazon Ovadia clearly says, when will we allow you to do the Havdalah on Sunday? That as long as you didn't taste anything until then. But if you did taste something, Chacham Ovadia is going to tell you, you lost the Havdalah like the Yesh Mishomer in Halacha Vav. Because remember, Halacha Hey is Stam, Halacha Vav is Yesh Mishomer. But the problem is, since we have a machloket in the Berachot, should you say Havdalah the following day after you have ate before Havdalah? Since it's a machloket, we're going to tell you Safei Berachot Lakel. And that is the rule. But nevertheless, again, Rav David Yosef is not telling you to go ahead and do Havdalah. He agrees with his father on that point. Rav David Yosef is adding a beautiful chiddush. He's telling you, look, you're not allowed to do it. But let's say somebody wants to go ahead and do it. I don't know, he's not going to be able to do Havdalah without Berachot. He's not going to feel right. Rav David Yosef says, Yesh lo al ma she'yismoch. He has what to rely on. You have the Rishonim and you have the Maran Shulchan Aruch. Once you have Maran Shulchan Aruch, you have nothing to what to worry about. Rabotai, do you know that there's a halacha in the Shulchan Aruch? Mamash in the beginning of the Siman. Let me see if I can get it for 1 second. Let me see. I'll show you what I mean, because this you will see a lot. It's in regards to going to the bathroom. If a person went to the bathroom and he took care of his needs, right? How many times do we go to the bathroom and we forget to say the bracha b'asher yatzar? And then we go to the bathroom again, or right before we go to the bathroom, we remember, oh, I didn't say Asher yatzar. But now you have to go to the bathroom. So if you have to go to the bathroom, you can't say Hashem's name, you can't learn Torah, you can't do anything. So comes the Shulchan Aruch in Siman Zayin, in Halacha Bet, he says like this. No, Halacha Gimel. Again, Siman Zayin, Halacha Gimel. Hitil Mayim, if a person went ahead and he urinated. Ve'esich da'ato milahatil mayim. And then he took his mind off from urinating. You went one time, you're good. Ve'achar kach nimlach ve'hitil mayim pam acher. And afterwards, then he went and he urinated another time. He says over here, Tzarich levarech bet pamim asher yatzar. You need to bless the Asher Yatzar 2 times. Rabotai, did you hear what I just said? Hitil mayim ve'esich da'ato milahatil mayim ve'achar kach nimlach ve'hitil mayim pam acheret. Tzarich levarech bet pamim asher yatzar. According to the Shulchan Aruch, a person goes to the restroom, he doesn't want to go again. He doesn't say Asher Yatzar. Now let's say 30 minutes later, 25 minutes later, he goes back to the bathroom. Before he walks into the restroom, he says, 1 second, I didn't say Asher Yatzar. Or even after he comes out of the restroom saying, wait, the first time I also didn't share the first time I also didn't say Asher Yatzar. What do I do? Do I say 1 Asher Yatzar? Or do I say 2 Asher Yatzars? The Shulchan Aruch says you say 2 Asher Yatzars. 2 Asher Yatzars. Now come the Achronim, they all say, not everybody, some agree with the Shulchan Aruch, but we hold the Halacha L'Maseh, since it's a Machloket, Safei Berachot Lakel. Why am I telling you this? If according to Rav David Yosef, you know how you would learn this? Really, you have to say 1 Asher Yatzar and have Kavanah, that is going to take out 2 of your times that you went into the bathroom. But Rav David would have told you, Rav David Yosef Shlita would have told you, that if a person wants to go say 2 Asher Yatzar, 1 for the first time, the second one for the second time, okay, no problem. You have what to rely on. Rabotai, what am I trying to bring out over here? According to Rav David Yosef, you'll see this language very much, very often. You'll see this. And this is one of the things with the Rav David Yosef Shlita, that even when we say Safei Berachot Lakel, against Maran, where I cannot bless, like you see Chacham Avad always says. Nevertheless, Rav David Yosef is going to tell, if somebody wants to go out and bless, he's not doing the Naver. He has what to rely on. Like I explained before, because Maran, the Shulchan Aruch, is 200 great poskim. So you really have what to rely on. But we don't want you to do it l'chatchila. If a person did it, we'll tell you can fall back on something. That's what Rav David Yosef Shlita is telling us over here. So one more time, Rabotai. Im lo hivdil b'mot Shabbat ala kos, if a person didn't do havadala on a cup of wine on Mot Shabbat, v'ta'am davar machal or mashke, and you ate something, or you drank something, kodem sheyavdil b'yom rishon, before you did havadala on Sunday, lo yavdil acher miken. Clearly you shouldn't make havadala afterwards. That's it. Once you ate, you lost your havadala. Let me be clear. Once you ate, okay, let's go like this. Step number 1. On Mot Shabbat, if a person ate, and now he remembers, like, wow, I didn't do havadala, he still has havadala to be able to do all night. The whole Mot Shabbat you have to do havadala until Sunday morning. But what happens if a person ate on Saturday night and he went to sleep, he completely forgot to do havadala. Now he wakes up Sunday morning. What is the halacha going to tell him? Chacham Avad is going to tell him he's not allowed to do havadala, he lost the havadala. Rav David Yosef is going to tell you, you're not allowed to do havadala. Umikol bakum, nevertheless. מכיוון שלדעת רבים מהראשונים ומרן השולחן ערוך יכול להבדיל ביום ראשון, since according to many Rishonim and Maran the Shulchan Aruch, a person is able to go ahead and do havdalah on the first day. Afilu kishet am kodem lachem, even though you ate something before you doing the havdalah on the first day. Harotzeh lesmoch al divrehim, one who wants to rely on their words, ulavdil b'shem malchut yeshlam al l'shismoch, and he wants to rely on their words, and he wants to do havdalah with Hashem's name and His kingship, he has what to rely on. This is the analogy, Rabotai, of Rav David Yosef Shlita. V'chein, and so to continue Rav David Yosef, v'chein katan shelo hivdil b'mot Shabbat. If a child, right, a boy underneath, a boy under the age of 13, v'chein katan shelo hivdil b'mot Shabbat, and so to a child who didn't do havdalah on Mot Shabbat, ra'ui lechancho sheyavdil b'yom rishon, it is proper to educate him that he should do havdalah on Sunday, va'afilu achal kodem lechen, even if he ate before them. One of the things that Rabotai, as parents, we have to realize, or even for ourselves, one of the things we actually more for parents, that chinuch is very important. Educating your children to be able to do the right things is very important. The way you are able to educate them now, that's the way they're going to grow. If you don't emphasize Torah, you don't emphasize tefillah, you don't emphasize doing mitzvot, you don't emphasize nothing, right? Because everybody's afraid to say anything to the children today. Rabotai, they're going to grow with that mentality and it's only going to get worse. And one day you're going to start praying to Hashem, please Hashem, bring them back. I've known too many people that have lost themselves to assimilation. And I'm not speaking about people that are chilonim. I'm speaking about people that at one point were sitting and learning Torah. They were more firm than me. They had a black hat, peyot, a beard, much more knowledgeable in Torah than me. But Rabotai, they left everything. Why? If you don't educate your child from day one, I don't say day one because chinuch starts at age 6, but I'm trying to bring out a point. As parents, we have to supervise our children. Do they bench the proper way? Do they say Birkat HaShachar properly? Do they daven the whole davening? Do you see the way they're davening Shulchan Esrei? Do you take them to shul? Are you sitting here and your child is sitting somewhere else in the back, or they're sitting next to you? Or are they speaking over there by the door with their friends, or they're outside? Rabotai, as parents, we have to supervise them. Whatever you implant, whatever you plant into your children when they're small, that's exactly, Rabotai, what you're going to get when they're going to be older. So if you plant nothing, you don't water them, you don't take care of them, you don't educate them, you don't give them musar, good, you'll see they're going to grow up to be amoratzim. Don't think the yeshiva is going to do the job. Parents, fathers especially, have a very big role in this. You have to see to it, mothers also. But fathers, since they know more Torah, they have to be more on top of it. That's what he says over here. V'chein katan shelo hivdil b'mot Shabbat. And so to a child that did not do havdalah on Mot Shabbat, ra'ui lechancho sheyavdil b'yom rishon. It is proper to educate him to do havdalah on the first day, meaning on Sunday. V'afil achal kodem lechen, even if he ate before them. Doesn't matter. When it comes to children, education is very important.